So this is as honest and vulnerable as you're ever going to see me. And I hope you're ready. Let's talk about burnout. It feels like I'm trying to sit on a therapist chair. It's so odd talking about this. I do want to let you know that this is not scripted. I don't have any talking points. I just decided to hit record and document the process that I'm going through. Hopefully it helps. This is so stupid. The one thing that I'm also hoping for is for you to get a glimpse of the state of mind that I'm currently at. So once I document the process of me going through this, you'll see hopefully how my state of mind changes and what makes that change. Maybe it's stupid, maybe it's not. I just decided to do it. Fuck it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about burnout. I've been working for my own business. I've been growing my own business for 5 years. I think it's the 5th year this year. And previously, as a lot of you know, I've been working at the advertising agency. I haven't taken a vacation that will be longer from like 3 days in 7 years now. I've always, whenever I traveled somewhere, I always had my work with me, and I haven't really had time off work, like real time off work. I didn't think it could be a problem. You know me, I'm a strong person. I didn't think that could be a problem. I thought I can do it all. I've grown up in a world surrounded by influencers and whatnot, talking about how you have to work 24/7 in order to get advantage. I always wanted to run my business internationally. And since I'm not a native US speaker, I knew that this will be harder for me than for someone else. And I was growing my business from absolute scratch. So I needed that advantage. I didn't take time off. I didn't take any vacations, and it was good. It was good for a while. I didn't think this would be so hard. Okay. It was okay for a couple of years because we did go to Italy and US and Germany, and we had all these little travels that we did. Whenever we went somewhere, we took a day off, kind of off work. We still had our work with us, and just in case, but we visited museums, but we never had that disconnect from work where you mentally kind of just disconnect from your work altogether. I didn't think I needed that, but then, like a year ago, I started noticing these little things. Like, I lost my motivation for a week, but then it was back on. Or I couldn't focus for a week, but then I just kind of went with it, and then it was okay. But I still didn't take time off. About a month ago, I started exhibiting some signs of a burnout, and it all started with me writing a journal. So I always wanted to write a journal, especially not a what I'm working on journal, but what I feel journal. So the number one rule that I had for my journal is I don't care about the format. I just need to be absolutely honest about how I feel, what I'm going through. No faking it. If I feel good, write about it. If I feel bad, write about it. And then I started noticing a pattern. I was honest, and I wasn't satisfied with what I'm working on. I wasn't satisfied with my work. Don't get me wrong. My business is great. In terms of revenue, I've never earned as much as I do now. I've never generated as good of results for my clients as I'm generating now. It's just something isn't there. Something's missing. I don't feel good about it. And that's the first pattern that I noticed. And when I was beginning to get so honest with myself, all of the other things came flooding in. First of all, it was lack of motivation. A task that I usually completed in half an hour, it took me at least an hour to complete. I still got everything done on time. It's just that the process was so frustrating, and I was just annoyed with myself all the time. Secondly, headaches. About 2 weeks ago, I started having headaches on a daily basis. Every day, there's a headache, at least for an hour. It's been pretty much throughout the whole day for this week. So there was jaw clenching. It's the oddest thing ever. So I started noticing that my jaw hurts a lot. Like here, it hurts so much, and I didn't know what was going on. And then I started noticing that I'm constantly clenching my jaw when I work, when I watch TV, when I'm on my phone, whatever I do, I'm clenching my jaw. Oddest thing ever, but it is related to a burnout. And there were other symptoms. I couldn't sleep. I had a lot of sleepless nights where I was dead tired, but I couldn't fall asleep. I started having heart problems, so my heart beats a lot. It's just, the beating is so strong, it hurts. And with all of those symptoms coming in at once, I realized there is something wrong. I need to do something. So I Googled, I read about it, I talked to other people, and frankly, it was burnout. It was burnout because I never took a week off work, like a little bit of a longer period off work. I had difficulties even admitting that I'm burnt out. Again, I was brought up in a culture where burning out was a sign of weakness because you couldn't keep up with the pressure. It was basically saying to me, you're not cut out for this. Even though I have come to this point in my life and in my business that not a lot of people will achieve in their lifetime, I did something, and I still had that voice in the back of my head, this is a sign of weakness. So I had to take a step back, acknowledge everything, to realize this is not a sign of weakness. This is just a sign that you need to take time off. It's nothing else. It's just a sign that I need to take a break. At that point, I started rediscovering myself. I was so focused on work, on the things that I have to do. It was overwhelming. So after going through this period of acknowledging that I'm burnt out, I started being honest with myself, honest about what I need at this point, and I started feeling good. So how am I going to cope with this? What am I going to do? First of all, I'm going to talk about it. Sounds odd, but I first publicly admitted that I'm burnt out on Twitter. And the feedback I got was heartwarming. It was amazing, and people started offering support. People that went through the same exact thing that I'm going through. And it felt good, because I know that I have people around me that have been through the same thing or not, but they are willing to help. Secondly, I'm taking time off. So I'm starting with a week off work, off technology. Really, like, I will not open my laptop. I will not pick up my phone. I will shut down everything and just relax and read and do nothing and let my head clear. My head has become physically heavy during these past few weeks. I kid you not. It feels like it's so heavy physically. I cannot carry it around anymore. So I need to unleash some of this stress and these thoughts that I have. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm starting with a week off, hopefully next week. I will not record what I'm doing on my break because I do want to take my mind off everything work related. But once I'm back, I will record some of my thoughts, some of my experiences, so you can observe what's happening in the background. So I'm probably going to cut this video, but just to let you know, I've been recording this for 20 minutes and I feel so tired. So I do want to go. I have a couple of tasks that I need to finish before I travel to Germany tomorrow for a conference, and after the conference I'm going on vacation. I don't think I feel better right now that I've put everything outside, but I think it's a good first step. Yeah.